Hey sir, my name is JC Hong. My student ID is 21026444. The topic of our group is a way forward for women in the maritime industry with Maritime Labour Convention. It is my pleasure to introduce to you a groundbreaking global initiative that has revolutionized the maritime industry, which is the Maritime Labour Convention. It is implemented by the International Labour Organization in 2006, and it stands as a monumental achievement in the marine law, unifying over 68 prior treaties and proposals into a single comprehensive framework. So what is the aim for this policy? The primary aim is to safeguard the rights and welfare of seafarers worldwide. Next, at its core, the MLC guarantees fundamental rights for the maritime workers, including the right to form unions, protection against forced and child labor, and the eradication of employment discrimination. But it doesn't stop here. This convention is backed by a robust enforcement system, relying on certifications, inspections, and compliance checks to protect seafarers' rights. Any ship that operating internationally must possess a declaration of compliance and a maritime labor certificate, ensuring adherence to the MLC standards. Moreover, the MLC addresses a multitude of facets of seafarers' working circumstances, from the recruitment and employment contracts to provisions for food, lodging, entertainment, and medical attention on board ships. Also, in the recent years, the MLC has undergone amendments to include new protections, such as the provisions for long-term disability or death benefits and the handling of abandonment. So that's all for the introduction. And now I'll pass the mic to the next presenter. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessie. Good day, sir. My name is Charlene Lee, student ID 202607. So now I will be talking about the advantage and disadvantages of the way forward for women in the maritime industry with Maritime Labour Convention MLC. The advantage include it helps to promote gender equality in the maritime industry. The physical demand of the shipping industry have historically been perceived as favoring men. It's time to change the culture of the marine sector by giving women more chances to achieve equality. The Empowering Women in the Maritime Community was selected as the World Maritime Day topic for 2019, and it brings attention to the relevance of equal treatment for women in relation to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Gender equity in leadership roles and workplace diversity are vital for the marine community of the future. For example, one of the successful female leaders in the marine industry is Dr. Suzana Razali Chan. Women's involvement in the marine sector may help advance gender equality and lessen discrimination against women in the field. However, there are also the disadvantages for women to work in the maritime industry. The first disadvantage is women are usually lack of physical capabilities. Physical strength constraint faced by women in relation to the demanding manual work demands on board ship is the major deterrent for many women to pursue careers in sailing. Certain tools or tasks that are particularly noted as difficult for women to perform include using a sledgehammer, manipulating container lashing rods, rigging the pilot ladder, and handling mooring ropes. The second disadvantage is the harassment issue in the workplace. In a job where males predominate, women seafarers may be perceived as a risk factor when working aboard ship. There are 79% of women seafarers say that their performance and morale at work were impacted by their experience with harassment. For example, the male seafarers make sexist comments, make remarks on the unavoidable sexual abstinence on board, and comment on the appearance of female sailors. Worse still, 90% of incidents of abuse and harassment go unreported because the victims are afraid of losing their job. Many women still identify sexual misbehavior as a major source of suffering at sea. That's all from my part. Now I pass to Yitong to continue our presentation. Thank you.
Good day, sir. My name is Ho Yitong, and my student ID is 202800. Today, I will share about the issue and in relations to the relevant maritime policy. There are only 2% women in maritime industry, making them in a minority status. The common issues they face including harassment, bullying, discriminations, and insufficient maternity rights. First is harassment and bullying. In male-dominated work environment, women seafarers are forced to hide their gender characteristics and uphold masculinity to integrate with their co-worker. But they still face sexual harassment, especially for female cadet officials in low hierarchy positions. Moreover, crew members' sexual joke and unwanted contact can be offensive to women seafarers. This condition, combined with being alone and long period away from their family, can lead to depression. Furthermore, discrimination limits women representations in leadership roles. Most women are occupied in stereotype positions on passengers and cruise ships, where men continue to dominate in high positions. Not only that, women's abilities are also underrated. They were considered weak and unable to perform physical tasks and technical expertise that lead to lesser promotion opportunity for them. However, the existing MLC policy are unisex and lack specific provisions for women's seafarers. Despite efforts to promote gender equality, the 2016 revisions to MLC policy only take effect in 2019. This indicates a slow progress. Additionally, there is a gap between policy and implementation. This is because a lack of guidance on workplace issues and inadequate management lead to underreporting of this issue. Last issue are maternity rights for women seafarers. The company reluctant to hire female seafarers because of the potential cost and the uncertainty re-employment prospect after the leave. Although the maternity rights are included in the MLC policy, some companies lack specific provision for women seafarers. So the company provide insufficient support for the maternity leave, make it difficult for them to balance their careers and family planning, which cause them to assist the maritime industry. That's it for me. Now I will pass to Yiling to continue. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Chai-Ling, student ID 2101637. I am going to continue with the area of improvement on Maritime Labour Convention to address the issues stated by Yitong. Firstly, to reduce gender disparity, MLC must prioritize education. It can help men and women observe these biases and create a more inclusive society. MLC should provide mentorship, leadership training, and specific training for educational institutions to help women attain gender equality and be recognized in the marine sector. Also, MLC should ensure equal education and training for women to decrease the barrier women encounter when entering workforce or higher level position. Moreover, MLC may provide scholarship or courses for women interested in maritime career to attract them. Beyond education, commander may impact marine ship culture. MLC should demand maritime sector leader develop diversity policy and initiative, aggressively promote for gender parity at all organization level. Besides, according to research, promote at least 30% women in management, senior leadership, and the board of directors can create a gender-balanced workforce and inclusive culture. Other than that, MLC must strengthen its law and enforcement to reduce marine industry gender imbalance. The establishment of rigid and clear equal opportunities standards ensure that both genders receive fair treatment and equal opportunity in all aspects of maritime operation. Moreover, MLCs must strictly enforce anti-discrimination laws, which include outlawing harassment and discrimination against women. Finally, MLC must emphasize maternal rights. If workers have maternity leave and work-life balance law, gender equality would improve. MLCs may establish maternity leave legislation that provide full or partial compensation, allowing women to take time off for pregnancy and childbirth without fear of losing their employment or money. Moreover, MLC can promote targeted policy on flexible working hours and paternity leave can help men and women achieve more participation and work-life balance. Most importantly, MLC can help the marine sector create part-time or telecommuting opportunity to improve work-life balance for women returning to the job after maternity leave. That's all for my part. I will pass to next presenter to continue the presentation. Thank you.
Good day, sir. My name is Chen Mei and my student ID is 2102053. Now I would like to talk about the suggestion for betterment towards sustainability. For a more responsive and relevant regulation, the MLC has to include the policies within it which specifically focus on women's matters. Also, it creates the sustainability through considering the cultural changes and regular monitoring of the issues experienced by women in the marine sector. So first, the suggestion is providing women the opportunity to represent the leadership positions. in which for the purpose of sustainability of the MLC and also the issue of sociological fairness. The diverse leadership teams may have better performance compared to the consistent ones because it may provide the different viewpoints that lead to better decision-making performance. Also, maritime organizations may increase their capacity to handle the challenges, attract more talents, and foster innovation by positively supporting women to represent the leadership positions. Next is collaboration among diverse stakeholders, such as government, labor unions, industry unions, and NGOs. For example, this can include collaborating in implementing initiatives like mentorship programs to assist women in entering the maritime business. This collaboration may strengthen the effects of individual efforts and create a positive environment for women to pursue professions in the maritime sectors. Besides that, it is needed to develop a comprehensive support system within the framework of the MLC, especially adapted to address the special needs of women in the industry, such as flexible working schedules, childcare centers, and menstruation leave. This may foster positive and friendly atmosphere and attract and retain more women in the maritime sector while also enhancing working satisfaction and efficiency. Last is the implementation of strict monitoring and enforcement procedures. This includes consistent inspections, assessments, and punishments for non-compliance to guarantee adherence to regulations that promote gender equality. It may demonstrate the efficacy by making ship owners and maritime organizations responsible and taking prompt action to address harassment and discrimination. So that's all from my part. Now I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Thank you, Mei Peng. It's me again. So now I will continue to talk about the conclusion. In conclusion, the Maritime Labour Convention serves as a catalyst for gender equality and empowerment in the maritime industry. As we continue to uphold MLC standards, women will play an integral role in shaping the future of the maritime sector. So let us embrace this progress and strive for a maritime industry where every individual, regardless of gender, can thrive and excel. Thank you for your attention. That's all for our group presentation. Thank you.